Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gravette Sports Podcast. Unfortunately, our host, Brody Bohannon, will not be with us today as he does not feel great. So I'll be taking over. As always, I'm Cash May, and here with me I have...
Nolan McBride.
And
Kinley Harris.
we're going to start it off with soccer because, as many of you may know, we this year we have officially added soccer to our rotation of sports, and hence why we have Nolan here. So just a brief overview of last week. Both teams went to it was just Prairie Grove, right? Y'all didn't. Did y'all have more than one game besides Prairie Grove?
We went to Prairie Grove and then
Huntsville.
And then we had a Gentry tournament later. In the week.
So I remember going to the Prairie Grove game where unfortunately the girls took a hard loss. It was like 7-1. I didn't get to watch that a lot, but y'all took not a tough loss, but not how you wanted to start the season, 2-1 loss. Can you kind of walk us through that?
Okay, so they got an early goal, an early header that definitely shouldn't have happened, but it started the second half 1-0 them, and then we got our first goal about 20 minutes into the second half. So that tied it up, and then they got another quick goal after that. That was the deciding factor.
I gotcha. And another reason we have you here is because you actually were the first boys soccer player in Gravette history to score as of last week. Can you kind of talk about, how it feels to be a part of history at this school and, how it makes you feel about going into the rest of the season and just, playing with your teammates and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels amazing. I've wanted to have a soccer team at this school since probably, ever. I mean, we stopped playing regularly at, 6th grade, and then so I haven't been able to play soccer since then. So it just feels great, and our team is super young. Mm-hmm. So I think we have one senior, and so this year is pretty much just like a year to relearn everything, build chemistry, and then just moving on to next year where we can put it all together and just win.
Yeah. And for upcoming games, what does your schedule look like, and what are we thinking against those certain teams?
So on Friday, Harbor, I know they're pretty good, so that's going to be fun going against another good team. We played Clarksville on Monday. They won state last year, so that was fun.
All right. And then we're going to go straight into softball. So last week, softball went to Rogers. Unfortunately, took a loss there. And then I believe you played Greenwood and took a loss there, right?
Yeah, Greenwood and Hackett.
Oh, and Hackett. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just a brief overview of how you think those games went. What do you think happened and that resulted in the outcomes that happened?
I mean, our Rogers game was definitely our worst game, probably going to be our worst game of the season. We have a very new team with different people in different spots, so just having to adapt every game. I feel like we've played 4 games so far, and every game we've taken a big leap. I feel like it's only going to get better. I mean, just talking about Greenwood and Hackett, they had multiple really good players. I mean, Hackett had, I think, 2 or 3 D1 players, and including a D1 pitcher, and I feel like we did pretty well against them. I mean, we let it get out of control. Again, also in the Greenwood game, just let it get out of control. And the 5th, 6th inning, we were ahead in the Greenwood game the whole game and then just gave up some runs in the 6th inning and just couldn't recover. Trying to get our lineup figured out, having more people start hitting the ball, but I think we're going to be fine. We played Southside last night and won 10-4, so just little things coming together every game.
Yeah. And you mentioned lineup and the win against Southside. Do you think that over time the lineup is just going to develop and figure it out more? Because it seems like y'all are not a senior-heavy team like you were last year. It seems like there's a few, but not many.
Yeah, we have, I think, 3 or 4 freshmen in the lineup right now, and we have a few slappers. And it's just getting used to our lineup, getting comfortable, getting confident in the box. So I think we have good softball players. They just need time and development, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. And then who are some games that y'all are looking forward to coming up?
I mean, just talking about conference, always want to play Gentry and Pea Ridge. I mean, those are definitely going to be our two biggest competitors, but I think we're really excited to face them again. Farmington isn't in our conference this year, but we're going to face them and just excited about that. We're going to get another shot at Hackett in the Farmington tournament, so that'll be a good one.
All right. And then we're going to cap it off with baseball. Last week, baseball went to Bentonville West, took a big loss, 19-7, but then bounced back. Took a 7-5 win against Farmington. Starting off this week, not hot. Took 2 losses to Mountain Home, won 8-4, won 10-0. Lack of effort. That's all I can really give you. Thursday, we will go to Prairie Grove and play Pottsville. And then Friday, we will be back at home against Nashville. Nashville looks pretty good. I've heard they have like one standout pitcher that'll be hard to go against, but other than that, we're just looking for a bounce back week after a tough Tuesday. But other than that, that's everything. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.